Well, it was short, wasn't it? But it was sort of classic Putin. It's basically his storyline, which he's been peddling throughout this war before, which is that the West, the evil globalist elites in the West that are destroying family values, doing weird things that he can't understand and doesn't think Russians can understand either, with genders he's gone about in the past. But the evil, confusing West is trying to destroy Russia, and that Russia is being attacked by Russophobic Western elites, but also, he says, trying to cancel the outcome of the Second World War and destabilise the world order, but fortunately a multipolar world is on the way. So his story is that Russia is continuing the good work of the Second World War, and he and his propagandists have been saying for some time now that effectively the Second World War was Russia against the rest, was against the West. They've even said that the West created Nazis, and therefore it's kind of in the lines of Russia's fought the West ever since Napoleon, and this is a continuation of that struggle. I mean, it's a grotesque perversion and distortion of history, but it's a line that he's peddling to those who want to believe it in the Russian state media, many of whom do believe it. But it's very important to say, Kay, that actually hundreds of thousands of Russians have left Russia already because they don't believe the storyline that's being pushed their way to justify this war. We watched as hundreds of thousands came across the border into Georgia. But also those that remain, many of them are not going out. When I was there last, I was told many Russian men were staying at home, terrified that cameras would be picking them up and sending them off to be drafted. So what we're seeing here is a spectacle, it's theatre, it's trying to reinforce, particularly to Russians at home, something to believe in, a storyline, a narrative they can believe in, cast in a historic context. But many Russians watching this, I think, will still, whether they believe Russian state TV or not, will still be uneasy about where it's going and wondering if this is a sequel to the great patriotic war, the Ukraine war. Where is the victory that was won back then?